right arm underneath the left. So if you're familiar with yoga, eagle arms, so we're bringing our hands in, trying to get those fingertips or palms to touch. We lift the elbows off the chest. So that's right arm underneath the left. And what if it just looks like this? Okay, cool. That's great. Big breath in. Don't stress. If the right arm is underneath the left and it needs to, we just bring it across. This is a great stretch for the rear delt. You make modifications as needed in your body. This is a more advanced kind of stretch for that rear delt and all the triceps and the arm and the wrist and forearms at the same time. You guys are doing great. Everybody release. Take that arm fully across the chest. Big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. Turn your hands as you take your breath in and out of your body. And move your neck as it feels nice. And then we take our hands out of that. Move your head side to side. This time, left arm is going to come underneath the right, or right arm is going to go across, right? So we're either coming into these eagle arms. Much harder on this side for me. How you guys doing? Lifting elbows up. Taking our breath in. If this doesn't feel right for you, you can simply bring this arm across the body and just stay there the whole entire time. We will be there eventually. Let's take about 5 more breaths here for now. And if we're not there already, bringing the arm all the way across, cradling it. Feeling that stretch, moving your neck. Dropping that shoulder down away from the ear as best you can as you stretch your tricep across. Moving your arm as feels good. Get a little bit more activation. Ooh, yeah, got some nice pop in. We're going to take one more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale. One more highlight. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Great. So now we'll take our right arm that we just finished with, we'll bring it all the way up, and you're going to try to take this right arm and touch your opposite shoulder. We'll bring this left arm up and bring it up and over, getting a good tricep stretch one more time. And remember, we've already stretched this side of the lat, so this should feel a little bit better than normal. So trying to keep the chest open still, getting into that underneath armpit area, all the way down the lat. All the way into the triceps, little bit of biceps. Maybe you'll feel it in your biceps if your biceps are super tight. But take that breath and just breathe deeply as you stretch. Drop the shoulder away from the ear, really stretch into that tricep, reaching for the opposite shoulder, opening the chest. One more breath here. Inhale. exhale, coming back to center. Beautiful. Letting that arm release. Awesome. We're going to take this left arm now, bring it all the way up. Touch the opposite shoulder as best you can. Bring this right arm up to reach. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, reach towards the other side. Ooh, I feel that everywhere. Big breath. Bring it into inhales and exhales. Open your chest. And doing what feels good in your body. Like, your flexibility depends on you. I am not you. You are not me. So do what feels good in your body. When these sensations come up, like, listen to them, hear them. Don't attach a story to them. If they're like, oh, I can't do this, you're doing it. So do it at a level where it's not causing too much pain, but know that there is going to be some discomfort as we break through some stuff. So inhale, big breath. Up and over. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back up to center. Beautiful. Both hands come to the side. Find a comfortable seat. We're going to go back to that deep breathing for a moment. Closing the eyes, opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep breaths. Maybe notice this time the shoulders feel a little bit more open. It might be a little bit easier to sit upright, and you might even be able to take deeper breaths. Notice the sensations that are coming up in your body, and this time just let them pass like clouds. A slight detachment, a noticing, but a detachment. And every time you notice, bring it back to the breath. Inhale. Beautiful, guys. So we're going to move a little bit more into a mobility portion. So if you have a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball, a golf ball, softballs, balls, pretty much. Did you get a good laugh? Okay, good, great. So right here I have my lacrosse ball. Come to a comfortable position. Going to bring our hands to the floor, and the ball to the floor, and you're just going to gently roll the palms of your hands. I know it might seem weird, but I did this last night, and as I rolled out the middle of my hand, a bunch of my neck cervicals started releasing like the tight muscles around it, and I started having some crepitus movement in my neck, which is really nice. So I'm just trying to translate to you. So I'm gonna go from hand, and you don't want to hurt yourself, you just want to feel a nice gentle, maybe not so gentle, but not painful compression and release of the tight bands and muscles in your hand. I'm gonna move to the wrist, and this is what I like about the wrist and the ball. You can put your hand on the ball, and then you could take your other wrist, and you might have just heard my wrist pop, and just kind of create a little bit of direction and weight. So your right hand is loose. We're almost in child's pose, which is also a little bit why we stretch these lats first. And it's like you're gonna dive in to the water, but you're diving into the lacrosse ball on your forearm. Sweet. Keep moving. We want to avoid bony prominences, so once we get to the meat of the forearm and the belly of that muscle, just kind of roll in there for a little while. Whoops, you might lose that. Move my hand back over to that area where the ball is. Feeling some nice releases. Great. We're going to move on to the tricep and the outsides of the arms. So we're going to start right past, so I think you guys can see that. And you're just going to, so I was telling one of my friends today that when you do this on your own, you can even like kind of lay in this like lazy, the Suzanne Summers thing, but we're not doing that, we're doing it here. So we're gonna put it under here and just kind of take your other hand to control the ball with this tricep. On top is, getting all that. And when you come to the center, then you can kind of extend your arm back out. Maybe do some robot arm to really get into the separation of the tricep and bicep. Ooh! All around that mate. All right, and this is where I'm gonna say, take it back to the breath. So we're gonna breathe. When you take it back to that meditative breath, it allows your body to come to a relaxation state. So you might notice that the muscles relax a little bit, and this becomes easier, a little less painful, and then more productive for your body. So this ball is now going to go right under your shoulder blade. So it's going to come to that nice place right in rear delt. And just roll. It's like a painful, but a good painful, deep breaths. Then we're gonna really kind of get into all this stuff underneath the shoulder and into the lats. Ooh, that is crazy. Back down to the tricep.